Good morning, students. Students, today I took a live class in the morning, and some students could not join the class. So I decided to make a video of the same chapter that I discussed in the morning. This is the chapter, The Shepherd's Treasure, and this is taken from your book, A Pact with the Sun. This is the story from Iran, in which we will discuss about a shepherd who is quite honest, wise, and courageous, hardworking, and for all these qualities he was recognized in his area. People appreciates him, and the king of that area made him the governor, and these qualities really helped him in becoming a person of quality. So let us start with the chapter, The Shepherd's Treasure. Shepherd is a person who keeps sheep and goats, and he takes care of them. And treasure means lot of valuable things. So let's see what happens in the chapter. In a village in Iran, there once lived a shepherd. He was very poor. He did not even have a small cottage of his own. He had never been to school or learned to read and write, for there were very few schools in those days. So children, in this picture you can see the map of Iran, and a shepherd who is taking sheep and goats with him. So there in the country of Iran, there lived a shepherd. He was poor and uneducated. He was so poor that he did not have even a small cottage to live in. He used to live in a cave, and he was uneducated. He never went to school because it is an old story, and education was not considered very important those days, and schools were very less, so he never went to school. Though poor and uneducated, this shepherd was very wise. He understood people's sorrows and troubles and helped them face their problems with courage and common sense. Many people came to him for advice. Soon he became famous for his wisdom and friendly nature. The king of that country heard about him and thought of meeting him. The language is very simple, children. You can also read it yourself and understand. The shepherd was poor and uneducated, but he was very wise. The people of his village and the nearby area used to come to him with their problems, and he was always ready with some kind of solution because he was a wise man. He treated people very well, very friendly, and he had a great common sense, and people started admiring him, and his fame reached the court of the king, and the king became curious to meet this shepherd. So what the king decided, he decided to go to the shepherd as a shepherd himself. He did not go to him as a king. He went to him as a shepherd. The shepherd saw the traveler coming towards the cave. He rose to welcome him. He took the tired traveler inside the cave, gave him water to drink and a share of his own meager meal. The king rested for the night in the cave and was greatly impressed by the shepherd's hospitality and wise conversation. So in the picture you can see that the shepherd used to live in a small cave. The shepherd saw that a traveler was coming towards him. He took him to his cave. He welcomed him very well. He served him water, his meager food. Meager means very less. The less food he had, he served his guest also with that food. And whole night they talked, and the king was very impressed by his wisdom. And the king thought that he should take this shepherd to his court. Though still tired, the king decided to depart The next morning, he said, "Many thanks for your kindness to a poor traveler. I have a long way to go. Permit me to leave." So king, who was a shepherd, only a shepherd there, he wanted to stay with him because he was very tired, but he took leave of the shepherd and said that he wanted to go back because he had long way to go, and he sought his permission. And the shepherd, looking straight into the eyes of his guest, he said, "Thank you, your majesty, for paying me that compliment of a visit." Children, your majesty is a word which we use for a king as address of honor. So this word clearly shows that the shepherd had recognized that he was facing the king of the country, not a normal shepherd, and he said that, "Thank you, your majesty, for paying me the compliment of a visit." Compliment means a word of praise. When the king thanked him for his hospitality, so he also thanked the king for his visit to his cave. So this way they became known to each other, and the king thought, "He is truly wise, he recognized me. I need wise people, I will make him my governor." So this was the reward of the shepherd for being wise and hospitable to the king. And king decided to take him to his court and make him the governor of some area. The shepherd became a governor, but still he remained humble. Although he rose to power and dignity, the shepherd remained as humble as ever. He was made the governor of a district, but still the shepherd did not lose his head. He was still calm and wise and intelligent, and he became humble to everyone. People loved and honored him for his wisdom, sympathy, and goodness. He was kind and just to one and all. His fame as a fair and wise governor soon spread throughout the country. It happens with some people when they get power or they get some high post, they forget about their good qualities. They become rude, or they do not consider people up to their status, and they start ill-treating others. But this was not the case with the governor or the shepherd who turned as governor. He was still as wise, as sympathetic to people as he was earlier, and he became very famous in the country. The governors of other provinces grew terribly jealous of him. Now because he was a good person, other governors started feeling jealous of him. At first, the king did not pay attention to these reports, but how long could I think I have missed? No. At first, the king did not pay attention to these reports, but how long could he ignore these governors and their endless stories about the shepherd? The other governors used to come to the king and used to tell all bad things about the governor. The king ignored all these rumors, but he is also a human being. When everybody was saying some bad about that shepherd governor, he also thought that there might be some truth about this thing. So he started believing the story. And one thing he was certain, the king discovered the new governor did carry an iron chest with him all the time. The other governors told the king that this new governor, the shepherd governor, had an iron chest. Chest means box, iron box with him. And in this box, he keeps expensive things, money, gold, silver, jewels, and he hide those things from other people. And king started believing this. So one day, the new governor was summoned to the palace. He came riding on his camel, and to everyone's delight, the famous iron chest was there, fastened securely behind him on the camel's back. And the king called him. Summoned means calling by giving some message, written message. He was called to the palace. The new governor came there, sitting on the camel, and he had his iron chest with him. It was safely tied on the back of the camel. Now the king was angry. He thundered. Thundered means shouted. Why do you always carry that iron chest with you? He asked the new governor about that chest, about that iron box. What does it contain? And he asked, what is in it? The governor smiled. He asked his servant to bring in the chest. How eagerly the people standing around waited for the shepherd to be found out. And everybody was enjoying the scene, because everybody thought that there would be some expensive things in the chest, and everybody wanted that this new governor should be exposed in front of all. But how great was their astonishment, and even of the king himself, when the chest was opened and that box was opened in front of everyone, and everybody, including the king, was surprised to see what came out of the box. No gold, no silver, no jewel, but an old blanket was all that came out. It contained an old blanket. Holding it up proudly, the shepherd said, "This, my dear master, is my only treasure. I always carry it with me." And the shepherd, who was fair, who was a just man of justice, he showed his blanket to everyone, and everybody was astonished. Astonished means surprised. How pleased the king was, and how embarrassed the jealous governors became to hear the wise man's reply. The king was happy because he had trust on the governor, because that he was wise, he was intelligent, he was honest, and on these qualities only he made him the governor. And other governors, they became just embarrassed. They felt ashamed of themselves that they doubted the new governor. Now they knew that the shepherd was indeed the humblest and the wisest man in the land. Now his reality came in front of everyone, that he was not a dishonest man. He was really a good person, humble and wise. The king made him the governor of a much bigger district that very day. And again the king rewarded him, and he made him the governor of a bigger area. More responsibilities were given to him, more facilities were given to him, and in this way he became favorite of the king. So this was the chapter, children. Now you are going to read the chapter yourself and will solve the question answers given at the back of the chapter. Thank you. Have a good day.